Hi, I'm Morgan, and this is the 1000 Scenes Project. And improviser number 12 of 1000 is Charone Frankel. Hello, Charone.
Hello.
Very excited to do this scene with you. And our suggestion, randomly generated, will be emotion.
Emotion. I've always wondered what makes us happy or sad when we listen to music, you know?
Yeah, that is interesting. It's like it speaks to some part of our brain, like different chords will elicit different reactions.
You seem to know so much more about this than me, Professor.
Well, I mean, it's my field of study. Uh,
That's
I have a PhD in musicology, so.
that stands to reason. Of course, I don't know. I get so awkward whenever I meet with professors, during office hours. I just start having diarrhea of the mouth. Like, yeah, of course.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's perfectly normal. Um, I did want to speak with you about your project, though.
Oh,
Um,
my symphony.
yes, your symphony. You know that I encourage experimentation.
Yeah.
Um, and it definitely, the piece was very evocative and very specific. It
It's
also,
called Berserk. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. I didn't mean to. See, this is what I do. This is what I
no, no,
do. I
no.
love to spaz.
I was babbling on you.
No, no, you're not. Oh my God, you're the greatest.
Oh,
Oh my
thank you.
God.
So you
Van
have been
Beek.
enjoying the class.
I'm sorry?
You have been enjoying the class, then.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Like, when, I mean, I came to University of the Pacific just to, I mean, okay, I won't lie. It wasn't just to take your class. But they were like, Dr. Van Beaverhorn is the symphony instructor. Like, if you want to write symphonies, you go to Dr. Van Beaverhorn.
So you
And
do
so I
want
did.
to write. You do want to write standard symphonies, then, eventually.
Well, I mean,
Like
nothing
using
about me.
instruments and
Oh,
instrumentation,
sure.
rather than
The
just
usual.
weeping people, crying voices. It was again very evocative, but it really is just half an hour of people crying and weeping.
Well, it was meant to. I mean, the title, Berserker. That's comes from the Viking warriors, and it was
Right.
meant to make people feel what it's like when the Viking warriors, attack your village. If you were 1,000 years ago or something, and there would be a lot of crying. I put myself there, like that's what the sound would be.
That makes that totally makes sense to me, and
Oh, thank you.
yeah.
Oh my God.
And it is a very see. It's great that I was worried that I get a lot of not moody students, but it's an interesting time in life, and a lot of college students are going through a lot. So it's great that you're so bubbly in person. I don't really get a chance in the lecture hall to see the individual temperaments of people. So I got to admit, I was a little frightened when you came in that you would be a pretty sulky based on the Berserker piece.
Well, I mean, my music is how I express what's inside. I mean, outside, I am always trying to be bubbly and everything, but inside, like that's what I feel inside every day. It's like my own little internal Viking attack.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you've gotten a chance to express that. Would you like me to connect you with with the counseling service or?
No, this is I just talking with you, Professor, is oh my God. I feel better.
You
I
do.
just
Okay. That's just the end of the piece. Honestly, it concerned me just a little bit. Um, where you started screaming out my name and saying why, no, and then crying more.
well, okay, I will confess. I mean, okay, first of all, I did take, much like the berserkers do, I felt to put myself in that position. They would take psychedelic mushrooms. So I was in just like a slightly altered state, I mean, and I was thinking of you, and like, yes, I will confess, I do have like some sexual fantasies, but I feel like that's normal.
Okay,
You know.
that's not anything I need to know about.
Oh. So you probably don't want to hear about the part where like I was on the mushrooms and then I felt like all of a sudden you were like raping me and it was weird.
You actually, I got the sense that the piece was supposed to have ended at a certain point, and then you could hear you leaving the room and then coming back, and then you spoke pretty bluntly about those fantasies. Was that part of the piece actually, or was it played as if it was an unintentional addition to the piece?
Shit. Oh shit. Oh my god. Oh my god. I am so embarrassed. I don't even know what you heard. I don't remember.
Well, I'll give you back the tape. I don't think I should have it in my possession any longer. And again, we encourage experimentation here, and on one level, this is a interesting and challenging experimental piece that's really expressing your inner turmoil really directly. As a professor, though, I do have to say, on the other hand, it is sort of like you took mushrooms and then just cried into a tape recorder for half an hour and then described graphic rape fantasies. So it's very hard to put a letter grade on that.
Would you like to go to drinks?
No. No, I don't. No, that's not a good choice.
Oh boy, this is sounds like I'm 0 for 2 with my goals of what I came here for.
0 for 2.
Yeah, like 1 is to get like acclaim for my symphony, and 2 was to go out with you. So.
Oh well. You know, the first goal is not entirely out of reach. Maybe just sort of rethink it a bit and maybe think about adding some instruments in, keeping that same passion, maybe eliminating some of the graphic sexual stuff, at least directly. A cello can be very evocative, so you can maybe play with that.
I have one at my place. Do you want to come back to my dorm room and I can try some cello stuff?
I can't imagine really any situation in which that would be appropriate.
Oh.
But I'm looking forward to hearing your backup project. I'll give you another couple of weeks to work on it. We don't need to tell anybody about this. Let's go ahead and destroy this recording. Do you have other recordings of it as well, or?
No, I've always used the analog tapes, so you know.
So let's just go ahead and smash this tape, and let's just have a new beginning, free from psychedelic mushrooms and sexual fantasies and inappropriate hanging out in the dorm. And let's just go ahead and maybe a nice chamber orchestra. Synthesizers are fine if you can't get the players together. And I look forward to seeing you back in the lecture hall as a sort of more of anonymous relationship.
Oh, all right. I think I guess I get it.
Great.
But,
great.
Yeah. Can I come to your place? Like.
No. Scene.
Yay!
Yay! Thank you very much, Charone. Very fun.
That was so much fun.
And thank you for doing it. And is there anything that you would like to plug?
Oh, I do tweet. It's at Charone F, CHARON as in Nancy, E, letter F as in Frank. If anyone would like to follow me. So
Great.
I don't do too much stuff.
You don't do what?
I don't like tweet every 5 minutes, so I won't clutter up your feed.
Respectable rate of tweeting are very important. Well, I'll put a link to that in the description of the video. And again, thank you so much for doing that, and take care.
Yeah.
See you soon.
Bye.
Bye-bye.